All right, this is lesson 3 of our review unit for middle school A with Ember Learning Labs. EmberLearningLabs.com for more information. Yeah, we're going to talk about multiplication. We're going to do just like we've done in the last 2 videos, and we're going to jump straight in with some examples. So we're going to start out with example number 1. Let's dive on in. Number 1. Number 1, we're going to start out with a 2-digit number times a 1-digit number. We've been doing this as kind of a running theme here. Excuse me. And so we're going to continue on with that. Let's do 48. Let's see. I should probably lower this down a little just in case. This one probably won't need it, but if I start out this way, I'll remember to end this way. 48 times 6. So we start right to left and do it a lot the same way. So we're going to start with 6 times 8. What is 6 times 8, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen? Well, 6 times 8 is 48, right? So where do we put the 4? Well, we put it up above this one. And then we put the 8 down here, right? Easy peasy. 6 times 4 is 24. Now, what do we do with that 4? Hopefully this is a review, but if not, then here you are. And if it's a review, dusting off those cobwebs, getting it all, that brain all shiny clean from the summer. 24 plus 4 is 28. Now, we're at the end of this line, so we don't have anywhere else to go. Or at the end of this line, so we're going to put 28 as our answer. I don't know why I'm using my secondary color down here, because I guess. That's all right. I'll fix that on the next one. All right, let's do example number 2. Let's do a 2-digit times a 2-digit number. Oh, my goodness. OMG. All right, let's do, how about 80, because I'm stuck on 8s apparently. 87 times 52. All right. So on this one, we're going to start out the same way. So we're going to deal with this 2 first. We kind of take it, we look at this bottom number, and we take it digit by digit. So we do the units place, the tens place, hundreds, thousands, etc. Right? We'll do at least one with a 3-digit. We may end up, we've been doing 3 examples on these. We may do 4. We'll kind of see how this goes and whether I feel like we need more than that. I actually may have not moved this down low enough. We'll see how it looks, and I may have to move this problem down some more here in a second. So 7 times 2 is 14. If you don't have your multiplication facts memorized, I would get that done ASAP. You probably want to memorize them at the very least, through 12. 15 is better, but at least get through your 12s memorized, because it's going to make your life so much easier. 2 times 8 is 16 plus the 1, and we end up with 17. Now, we're done. We've gone through all of these, so since there's nothing to carry over here, then we put that whole number down at the bottom, right? So 17. Now that we've multiplied 2 times everything up here, now we're moving on to the next things. We're going to use the 5. So before we can move on to the 5, we need to kind of do some cleanup and setup stuff. So what we do for our cleanup and setup, and I'm going to do kind of like I did on the last one where I use another intermediate color just to keep it all clear. We're going to scratch that line. So everything that we've carried, I like to just put a line through, and then we're going to make sure and add a 0, right? So now we're going to multiply 5 times 7. What is 5 times 7? It is 35. So we're going to carry that 3 up there, 35. Now 5 times 8 is 40, plus 3 is 43. So we've got 43. So now we've done all of the multiplication bits. We've gone through all of those steps, right? So what is our next step? Well, our next step is to take and add these up down here, right? So 4 plus 0 is 4. 5 plus 7 is 12. So I'm going to put the 1 up here and the 2 down here. And then 1 plus 1 plus 3, that one we probably do right here. You could, of course, use your scratch paper space in the margin or on another piece of paper. But 1 plus 1 plus 3 is 5, right? And then 4 plus nothing is just 4, right? Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. Let's do another one. I'm going to make sure I have plenty of space up top for this one because we're going to do a 4-digit times a 3-digit. We're going to stretch us out a lot. Okay, so I'm going to move it down. Make sure I have plenty of headroom for this example. So let's do 2,357 times. Let's do 672. You're welcome. You know who you are. 7 times 2 is 14. So put the 1 up here and then the 4 down here, right? 2 times 5 is 10 plus 1 is 11, right? So the 1 up here and then the other 1 down here, 11, right? If you want to, if you get stuck and if you get confused as you go, after you've added one of these, you can. It's probably not a terrible idea if you're going down a long list to go ahead and scratch it because we already used it. That might make it easier. In fact, you might want to scratch it diagonally like that so you don't think it's a plus sign. You don't have to do that. You can wait till the very end, but if you're getting confused when you're doing a long list of these of which one am I adding, that's not a bad idea. So 2 times 3 is 6 plus 1 is 7. So we already used this one. So I'm going to scratch it because it's already gotten used. Now for this one, we got 2 times 2, which is 4. Easy peasy, right? So now I'm going to go ahead and since we've used the whole row, I'm going to go ahead and scratch it all. That way we're staying neat and straight with what's going on. And then I'm going to add a 0 down here. I'm adding this 0 in our different color. That way we can really see what's going on. So now we're moving on to the 7. You could, I'm not going to do this. It's debatable whether this would be more confusing or less. You could scratch this since we finished using it. I'm not going to do that because eventually the more stuff you scratch, the more messy it gets. So I don't think you want to do that, but if that helps, you can do that too. If you are getting real lost in some of these. So now we're at the 7. So 7 times 7 is, of course, 49. So we're going to put the 4 up here, and then we're going to put our 9 down here. 7 times 5 is 35 plus this 4. 35 plus 4 is 39. So we're going to put a 3 up here. And then we're going to put a 9 up here, or down here, right? 7 times 3 is 21 plus 3. So that's 24. 20 and then 4, right? Then we're going to do 7 times 2, which is 14 plus 7 times 2 is, in fact, 14, even though my brain did a little flip there. Do a flip. It's 14 plus 2, which is, of course, 16, right? We use that whole row, so we're going to scratch it. And then we move on. We've already added 1 0, so see why doing it in a different color is helpful. When we go to the next row, we add 2 zeros. If we had a 4-digit number, we'd add 3 zeros for that last one. Okay, so that's what we got going on right there. Adding 2 zeros. So now we're at the 6. So 6 times 7 is 36. So we're going to put our 3 up here, and then we're going to put our 6 down here. 6 times 5 is 35. No, it's not. 6 times 5 is 30, plus 3 is 33. 30 and 3. Okay. Now going 6 times 3 is 18, plus 3 is 21. So 21. 6 times 2 is 12. 12 plus 2 is 14. 1, 4. So we've gotten through all of these pieces all the way to the end of that piece. So now we're going to add them up. 4 plus 0 is 4. 1 plus 9 is 10, so we've got to carry a 1 up here. And a 0 down here, 10, right? 1 plus 7 plus 9 plus 6. Oh, my goodness. I think we should probably scratch paper that. What do y'all think? Let's go to our scratch paper. I'm going to use the margin, or remember you can use scratch paper in either the margin or a different piece of paper. Often a different piece of paper is good. I'm having trouble saying words. It's going to be okay, though. Use a different piece of paper or the margin or both, and you can start out on the margin and whatever else, but don't erase, right? So 1 plus 7 is 8. That's easy. And then plus 9. 8 plus 9 is 17. So then plus 6. 7 plus 6 is 13. So 1 and a 3. 1 plus 1 is 2. So we got 23. So we're going to carry that 2. And then we're going to, excuse me, then we're going to put a 3. 23. We got a big old one again. 2 plus 4 is easy. That's 6. Plus another 4 is 10. Plus 3 is 13. Right? So we're going to carry our 1. And then we're going to put 3 for 13. Okay. 1 plus 6 plus 1. That one's not too bad. We could scratch paper it, but I bet we can get 1 plus 6 is 7, plus another one is 8. I bet we can do that one. Either way, scratch paper is your friend. Never, ever, ever be afraid or ashamed of using scratch paper. Scratch paper is a good thing. 1 plus 4 is 5, and then 1 plus nothing is just 1. That is it. And that is it for multiplying multi-digit number review. There we go. We got things rolling. We're going to be doing some things. In our next video, we are going to be talking about multi-digit division and practicing all of that. And then we shall see where we go from there. Thank you guys for watching. If you're one of my students, do your homework. I'll see you in class. If you're not one of my students, thanks for being here. Let us know how else we can help you with math, science, or homeschooling in general. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.